The timing of moving, I think, is really important for any organisation, from both when you're judging it from an affordability point of view, from a risk of implementation, from a risk of operations. And from my perspective, obviously customer service and actually delivering the operational service is the most important element of what we do. So anything I can do to de-risk the impact on that is important. We have one finance person, so it's really micro compared to other organizations I've worked in. So I think timing the change and doing that really before we needed to was beneficial in terms of it de-risked the amount of change and almost the amount of data we would have had to capture and transition. I also knew we were about to become quite a lot more complicated quite quickly. We probably got 4 or 5 times the number of customers today than we had when we implemented. And some of them are quite low value, so we needed the efficiency. So I would definitely think it's, from an operational point of view and from a management point of view, it made a great deal of sense. But also just on a pure implementation risk perspective, it makes a lot of sense as well. The number of customers that we're now managing is significantly going up, and it goes up each week really. And it's a function of the way we're operating and the service we're delivering. So, in terms of our types of projects, we're managing procurement projects that are roughly, well, not roughly, 199 projects to be exact so far, and they're ramping up month on month, and there's about 145 million pounds worth of project delivery. So, and that's happened over the last 2 years. So that basically means there's a far greater amount of just transactional activity that needs to be managed. So we obviously need to standardise and make that as efficient as possible.